This is Brian, and welcome back to this commentary playthrough of Final Fantasy VIII. Now, this is where I left off, but things are a little different. I had a little bit of trouble. Well, mostly. All of my data crashed on my memory card. For some reason. I don't know what happened to it. But I had to actually play through all the way again. Which, in a weekend and a couple of evenings, I was able to do it. I was caught up on my recordings far enough anyway, so it was just annoying that I had to go through all of it again. And I might not have gotten everything that I did in the first playthrough. But for the most part, I think I'm fairly well stocked up on everything again. Before we head on, one thing I do want to change is when I want to reorder stuff into the battle item menu here a little bit. Never worried too much about that before, but going in here, I might as well take care of it. Aura Stones, Holy Wars are probably going to be pretty good. And I would say X potions, but I guess not really gonna need to hold back, so I might as well put Mega Elixirs up there. One thing I noticed that is different, I think I did miss one thing, because I am missing one evasion junction. But otherwise, yeah. I guess I can completely show my setups with the abilities and everything. Auto haste, bug, encounter none. HP plus 80. Probably doesn't need that much, but that's fine for now. He's got move, find, mug, strength plus 60 and auto haste. He's got auto haste, speed, and magic plus 40. At least to begin with, that's what we're going to start with. Now I'll change stuff if I need to going forward. Let's heal those two for now. And yeah, as far as cards, I did go ahead and make sure I got all of those again. Still got a full deck. One change that I made is I did actually wait to get Odin. So we do actually have Odin now instead of Gilgamesh. But with that, and yeah, just explaining my misfortunes, we're going to go ahead and move on and go forward into Ultimecia's castle. That should be all I got left to do. Not like it's necessarily going to be done right away, because there are several bosses in there. Although you don't have to beat most of them. I don't know if you have to beat any of them, for that matter. Maybe one or two. But I'll explain more of the mechanic of that place once we actually get into it. Which will be momentarily here. I just flew over here so we could just park by this one and head into the portal. And we got a change of music here again. Player draw point, which I don't need. I'll go ahead and use the save point. Yeah, I think overall time I actually put less into it here, but part of that's just because it's easier to faster and easier to go through it without commenting. I don't take as much time. Especially with the dialogue, I could just skip through it. Good, we all made it. Whoa, so this is her castle? Finally! I've never seen anything so creepy. You think What's-Her-Face really lives here? We've come this far. She's got to be here. So this is the future. This is where Ultimecia reigns. I don't know what's going on, but since we're still here, I think we still have some time to finish our job. What are we going to do, Squall? We'll divide into 2 parties. So yes, this is another one of these games here where they actually let you utilize all of your party members because you split into 2 groups of 3. I'll probably just keep my 2 groups like this. And we'll just swap junctions between them as we need to control each group. Kind of like the way they did it in Final Fantasy VI for some of there were a couple of dungeons in there that they did this way where you had to swap between parties. The Phoenix Cave and then Kefka's Tower, so it's kind of like that. Party's powers have been sealed by Ultimecia's servants. Following powers have been sealed: Item, Magic, GF, Draw, Command Ability, Limit Break, Resurrection, and Save. These powers will be sealed while the parties are inside the castle. So yes, we cannot do any of those things that it listed there. And you can see, yes, they're even grayed out. Like, you can't even use items in the menu here. Can't even check your abilities. And, well, we'd have to have a save point anyway, but we couldn't do that even if we had one. I think that also means that my no encounters is not working, so... When it says it's sealed by her servants, though, that means guys like this. There are several bosses throughout the castle, and when you beat one of them, you can unlock one of your abilities. Faced by wrath, we're seeking thy sealed power. You'll recognize some of these guys if you've been following along and watching the card game stuff, because yeah, we have some of their cards, including this guy. This is Sphinxar, I believe. I can still do Mug, I guess. Got an elixir. Whoop-dee. And yes, his head blows off, kinda, so this reveals the form that you actually saw on the card. I don't think he has too much HP, so this really shouldn't take too long. Yeah, I think that's it. And some of these guys are going to have GFs that you can draw if you didn't get them before. I have all the GFs though, so I don't need to worry about that. And I don't think there's any magic that I don't have yet, or couldn't have gotten. Yeah, I don't need those anyway. I would probably go with magic or draw, just so you can use them. Limit break's nice. Resurrection, hopefully I won't really need anyway. And save is going to be something that I would save for the last one, probably. Go with magic first, even though I barely use that normally during the game. I just don't think it's really going to matter too much, so we'll just start with that. Now I think we go through the door back here. And yes, there is more of this place to explore, but we'll go through more of it eventually, so for now don't worry about the different directions that I haven't gone in. We'll still see them. Yeah, I think we purposely want to do this time. If we step onto this thing, it will actually fall. Well, this thing, the chandelier. And there's a hatch right here, which we can open. And yes, also anytime you see that green light over there to the right, that green circle of green light, that's where you can swap between your two parties. For now, I don't need to worry about that yet, so let's just go in. Got another boss down here waiting for us. I'll just make sure my junctions are set up fine, because I think this is a thunder guy. Mostly, I just want to make sure that I'm not junctioning Undaga on my attack. Also don't want to have everybody doing Faraga, just in case that becomes an issue, where I face a fire guy or something and I didn't expect it. And yes, he says the same thing, face my wrath for seeking thy sealed power. Whatever I don't use, I don't like. Well, let's see how it does. Well, that one kicked his ass. So did that. Yeah, I think he's done already. That was pretty pitiful. Got a rocket engine, which I'm pretty sure I already had some of those. Now we'll go ahead and unlock draw. So I can at least use some of the enemies' magic against them, maybe. I don't think there's anything else down here. And they're, well, a draw point, but I already have all my auras. I guess what I was trying to say by there's nothing else down here is that it doesn't lead anywhere else, so we just gotta leave. I think that was only down there for you to face that guy to unlock something. Head out of this door, then it leads us to this hallway, which is actually going to should bring us back into the main entryway where we started. Alright, so we're going back upstairs again. This time we're going to head to the right. Instead of going through that door. Because there's another door over here. Alright, so this one is like an art gallery, I think, right? No, that must be the next room. There's another place to swap my party members here. But we're doing pretty well with this one so far, and I haven't had anything where we need the other party. We will eventually. Okay, so this is the art gallery. And if you come up here, I think you can look down. Plus there's a meltdown draw point there. But you can look down, there's a clock on the floor. What hands is it pointing to? It's pointing to 4, 6, and 8. Although the 4 is Kind of weird for Roman numerals, isn't it? And I think here we need to inspect the pictures then. Vividarium means garden. Not sure if that's actually like supposed to be in Latin or something, or what they're going for with this. I don't remember. And I don't know that much Latin to say for sure. Or it could just be some other language that I'm not familiar with completely. Vigil. Well, I'm familiar with that word. Watchman. Viator? Messenger. Viator? Not sure. Venus, love. Ziphius, swordfish. There are 3 specific pictures you want to look at. Don't remember if you need to like do them in order, or is as long as I just actually look at all of them, if that'll do it. Zerem Kaline. Red clothes. This relined road. Theistus, maybe. Inodax, cowardice. And I think the rest of them are down on the floor level. Remember, the garden and the messenger are 2 of the ones that we wanted. Inundancia, flood. Ignis, fire. I think the big one in the middle is what I want to do last. Let's check this one out. Intervigilium, sleep. That was the last one I wanted, I think. Title is... It's too faint to read. Title of this picture is... I think it's Vividarium. Intervigilium. Viator. In the garden sleeps a messenger. And yes, now that brightens the picture, and there's smoke around me. If we back out, should have, yeah, the next boss here. And once again, he wants us to face his wrath for seeking concealed power. Roma, I think. Yep, trauma. Yep, meltdown for drawing if we need it. Guess I could draw it and cast it on him. Might help speed things up a little bit. What about the drama? I got 2 meteor stones from it. Yeah. Well, still kicking butt here. What's he gonna do? Oh, he's just making another one of those guys. I could probably just go after the main guy. Unless that drama counters or something. Yeah, it looks like that's what it's there for. See how much that hurts? Yeah, not that much. This Squall can just finish him off. Not done yet. Ah, he's draining life from the Droma thing. I thought he was going to use that on us. And a Mega Pulse Cannon. Doesn't sound good, but I doubt if it'll hurt us that much. And then actually put Squall down into critical, but I don't really need that because he uses limit breaks anyway. An elemental attack. I think I actually will go ahead and unlock Limit Break now, because that will allow Squall to really cut through some of these guys. From here, I think let's head up out of here. And here we're just gonna go down these stairs, keep going north. And let's go to the upper left part here. At a draw point here. And yes, the door comes shut behind us. Full life if we needed it. Not too bad. Was thinking about healing Squall, but I think I'll leave him the way he is. Another thing that I noticed after I was doing my setup, I noticed that I had another skill for Cerberus that I had missed. Expend 2 times 2 for 1. Yeah, the 1 magic spent while in double. I don't know if I missed doing it when I was teaching him stuff, or if that was something that unlocked after I gave him something. So that just kind of stood out to me. By the time I'm done beating the bosses in here, we'll probably learn that anyway. What I want to do here is take the prison key. And I think that's gonna cause the next boss to appear. Yep, we got the Iron Giant, I think, or Red Giant. Yeah, Iron Giants, we saw those in the Deep Sea Research Center, so this is the boss form. But let's see what he has to draw, actually. Demis, huh? Well, his defense is pretty dang high, so we're gonna have to do something about that, I guess. Or another thought I have is that instead of wasting him, or not wasting, but using a meltdown spell, which is what I would do to lower his defense, let's see if that Demi he has can actually just kick his butt. Because I think it might. Do need to be a little bit careful. With my health. that I don't get taken out here because I don't have the resurrection ability yet. Not really sure why I did that. There went his sword. Does that mean he's in second form, I guess? Usually I would think second form is tougher, but I think losing his sword would make him less intimidating. We'll see. Yeah. It's taking a little bit less away each time. But once it gets down low enough, then we should just be able to finish him off with physical, even if they're fairly weak. Granted, the easy way to do this is probably to just cast Meltdown on him, like I mentioned before. But I'm not always up for the easy way. Usually, but not always. Now, if this is only going to do like 1 or 200, then we'll just start going with physical. Okay, that still did quite a bit. Kind of leads me to think that I should still try a few more demis here. That one really didn't do much. Next round, we start with the physical assault then. Yes, he says physical attack's useless, but we can take you out with 1,000 cuts if we have to. Yeah. So much for being useless, huh? Well, that's 4 bosses down already in here. Diamond armor. Pretty sure I already have some of those too from card modding. I'm gonna go ahead and take item. Just so I can use like aura stones in battle if I want to get that built up. I think I can go back out this door now that I beat him. Oh, okay, well, we used the key. That makes sense. Now we're actually going to head all the way back to the main hall. Hey, no. Not up the stairs. Farther down. Yeah, notice the bell here? That'll come into play later on. Alright, back where we started. Got the whole party here. So we did make decent progress. Got 4 bosses down. But we're going to go ahead and call it there for today. So we'll pick up here tomorrow and continue on. It's probably going to get a little more convoluted and they're not quite as straightforward in getting to the bosses. Although I don't think any of the bosses are probably going to pose any more of a threat, really, with the junctions that I have and the setup that we have. So we'll move from there. The only thing that'll be tough will be the optional super boss, which I will try. Anyway, thanks for watching, and if you've been enjoying the content so far, please like, comment, and subscribe or follow, and we'll catch you next time.